If you're tuning in live on YouTube, Andrew Rogers with you, live at the Real Raji 21. We're here in Seaforth, Ontario, Canada, for tonight's AA South semi-final, Game 7, between the Tavistock Royals and the Seaforth Centenaires. Andrew Rogers with you, great to be here. Been a long time since I've been in Seaforth, and going to try and bring you the game here this evening as best I can. If I find that the stream struggles throughout the course of the first period, I will end the stream, I will record the remainder of the game, and I will upload the rest tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. This place is packed. There were people here at 7 o'clock getting ready to sit down. So game time at 8:30, everybody here at 7. It's impressive. And it's really great to see the product on the ice being rewarded with an unbelievable attendance that's just packed right to, well, if there were rafters, they'd be packed to them. So, yeah, going to be a great game here this evening in Seaforth between these two teams. The last game in the series, this past Saturday in Tavistock, saw the Royals defeat the Centenaires 3-1 to force this Game 7 that we are playing here this evening. It's been a back and forth series, overtime games, a little bit of everything. A shutout, we saw that in Game 1, courtesy of Andrew Masters of Tavistock, and I think we're in for a real treat here in Game 7 between these two teams. Should be a lot of fun. Like I say, I'll reiterate off the top, if the stream stinks in the first period, I will end the stream and I will record the rest and then upload whatever the remainder of the game is tomorrow. So that way you will be able to view it in its entirety. It just may take a day or two. So just keep that in mind. Going to do the best we can here, and we'll see what happens. Yep. Seats in here are at a premium. So we'll see how it goes. Like I say, Andrew Rogers on the play-by-play with you. Great to be here, and excited to bring you guys this one. Now, we're almost ready for game number 7 as they have concluded warm-ups here. Tavistock all the way to their bench, and we'll do a flood and we'll get set for puck drop here in Seaforth, Ontario, Canada. Tonight's OEHL South Division playoff game, semi-final, Game 7, Tavistock Royals, Seaforth Centenaires, live on YouTube at the Real Raji 21. Great to be here. All right, welcome back in, everyone, to the Seaforth and District Recreation Complex, or Recreation Center, here in Seaforth, Ontario, Canada. My name is Andrew Rogers. I run this YouTube channel, live at the Real Raji 21. Hey, great to see you. Yeah, back in Seaforth, first time in a long time for me being here at the Seaforth and District Recreation Center. I think the last time I was here was either in 2019 or 2020, so yeah, quite some time. But great to be here and great to be able to bring you tonight's Game 7 between the Tavistock Royals and the Seaforth Centenaires. This is a South Division matchup. This is on the AA side of things, so the JF Paxton bracket. It's a semifinal, so best of 7. The series has gone the distance, and now we're in a situation where it's win or go home. And, this series has been back and forth thus far. And Tavistock taking Game 1 4-0 in a shutout. Seaforth with a win in overtime in Game 2. You had Seaforth winning Game 3 by a score of 2-1. Tavistock taking Game 4 5-4 in overtime. Seaforth a 6-2 victory in game number 5. And then in game 6, you had Tavistock defeating Seaforth on home ice this past Saturday by a 3-1 count. So we'll see. Anything can happen in hockey, and such is the case here between these two teams. Seaforth Centenaires, Tavistock Royals, South Division, AA semifinal. Game number 7 for all the marbles. What are the marbles? Well, you'd have to face the Allura Rocks. They're waiting. They were able to get by the Petrolia Squires in 5 games. They actually dropped the first game in that series 5-3, then went on to win the next 4. So they have had some rest, while these two teams have essentially beat up on each other. And that's not an understatement either, as Saturday's game was very chippy, as there was a lot of pushing and shoving and other extracurriculars after the whistles on Saturday in Tavistock in game number 6. So we'll see what happens, but this game has all the recipes of exploding at any given moment. Elsewhere, Tillsonburg defeating Erin yesterday 5-2. I was at Center 2000 for that. Tillsonburg rhyming off 3 straight wins to come back from being down 3-1 and taking that series in 7 games. Benjamin Blacker, just unreal. He played unbelievably good yesterday for the Tillsonburg Thunder, propelling them to the win. And, he's really turned it on at the right time, and now the Thunder have a date with the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks, a longtime rival. And it'll be the Thunder and the Winterhawks in the A bracket Hugh McLean Championship that'll get underway this weekend. I do believe that they did post the schedule, at least for the first few games of that series, on their social media. So make sure to check that out. Elsewhere, you have on this past Sunday, Ripley defeating Durham 5-3 in Game 7 of that best-of-7 series on the north side of things. Ripley advancing to the North Conference Final, where they take on the 2-time defending champion, Minto 81s. This is actually a rematch of the Paxton Trophy Final last year between Ripley and Minto. Minto winning that in a sweep, if I'm correct on that. But Minto 81s are just on fire right now. They have won 16 in a row. The last loss they suffered January 3rd at the hands of the Ripley Wolves by a score of 8-1, and they have not lost since. 8 in the regular season and 8 in the playoffs. It's a remarkable run they are on, and now you have 2 behemoths that are going to take battle in the North Conference Final. But the task at hand is simple. Where else would you rather be on a Tuesday night in Seaforth, Ontario? Well, that's right here in this building for Game 7 between the Royals and the Centenaires. Hey, cue John Cena's music.
You guys can stand back here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hockey Night in Seaforth. Tonight, it is the most important words in sports. The most important two words.
Here come the Centenaires.
Between the Tavistock Royals and your Seaforth Centenaires.
It's a jam-packed building here in Seaforth, and they're in for a treat. They were here at 7 o'clock ready for this. That's dedication, I'll tell you what. Like I said, if you missed it off the top, we will see how the stream goes tonight, and if there are any issues, we will exit the stream at the intermission, and I will record the rest and then upload it when I'm able. But for now, we'll try our best. A little bit of gamesmanship here from the Tavistock Royals. Interesting, mixed reaction. So Tavistock is taken to the ice. We will do anthems and then puck drop. We'll get it on for Game 7.
Starting goaltenders for this very important matchup for the Tavistock Royals. Number 35, Andrew Masters. And for your Seaforth Centenaires, number 1, Alex Hutchison.
I think we know where we're
At this point in time, I would ask for you to please rise as you are able to and remove your hats, and please join in as I perform the national anthem.
Attaboy.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
That was awesome. You can tell that this is a wrestling community. First John Cena, now Triple H. That's hilarious. It's Game 7 between the Tavistock Royals and the Seaforth Centenaires. We're in Seaforth, Ontario, Canada. My name is Andrew Rogers. I'm doing the play-by-play here this evening, live at the Real Raji 21. We'll do our best with the stream. If it if it doesn't go well, we'll exit the stream after the first period, and it'll be recorded and uploaded at a later date. Hopefully tomorrow, if not the next day. Starting goaltenders, number 35, Andrew Masters of Tavistock. Number 1, Alex Hutchison of Seaforth. Seaforth in the home all greens. Tavistock in the whites were underway. And this will be shot in and off the netting. We'll get an early whistle. This place is packed. Seaforth, give yourself a pat. That's unbelievable. Wonderful stuff. Good. It's just wonderful. It is. It's good. It's good for the league. This is what it needs to be all the time. I mean, I understand. Game 7, nothing else really going on. It's cold and frigid outside. Got to be in here. This will be played up the boards. Going to be shot in by Devin Croft of Tavistock. It'll be brought ahead by Mitch Casey. He passed it ahead and it's shot in to the Tavistock zone. Tight quarters all around here. Seaforth with it now. Backhand toward Masters. He's going to grab that and hang on. We get an early whistle. Period 1 underway here in Seaforth. Tavistock Royals, Seaforth Centenaires. Game 7 of this AA South Division semifinal. Winner plays the Allura Rocks in the South Conference final. Played in deep. Seaforth trying to gather it in the corner. It's going to be picked up by Trevor Sauter. Kept into the line. It's deflected just wide. It goes into the corner, and now it's played into the middle. And across the line they come. Shot off a stick, out of play. And it'll be whistled down. That one off the stick of Lucas Bast, number 21 of Tavistock. Tavistock 12-7-1 in the regular season. Finished 5th. They swept out the Erin Outlaws in the first round, and now in a 7-gamer against Seaforth. The top-seeded Seaforth Centenaires, who defeated, what was it? This is into the Seaforth zone as they're going to carry it in their own end. Up the boards, it's out into the neutral zone now, and it's going to come into the Tavistock end. They'll go in after it in the corner. They get there first, back to the line. Here's a shot off a stick and a glove and out of play. That time off the stick of number 13. That's Reed Oliver. Off the face-off, this is going to be controlled by the Centenaires. Charlie Rankin played it into the corner. It's all the way around the net. Picked up here by Tavistock's number 11, Brian Foster. Now it's played back into the Tavistock zone, where Foster has it again. He'll play it across. He'll get it back. He'll take it in his own end and look ahead. Plays it to Westlake, I believe, number 23. Yeah, Isaac Westlake. It's in the middle. Back to the line. Kept in. Tristan Hall. That's the Tavistock captain with it. He'll shoot. Deflected just wide. And it's going to be played out by Seaforth here. And they're going to tip it in. Westlake tips it in. He's going to go to the bench for a change. Into the middle now, and it's picked off by Jared Bogdan. He plays it ahead, and Seaforth's going to bring it up. Jared Nash, smooth skating, number 94, shoots. Save Masters, it's loose. It's played a line and it comes out. Mitch Casey couldn't keep it in. Casey's got it again. He'll play it ahead. Tipped in by Bogdan, who goes to the bench for a change. We're early on here in period number 1. Tavistock with it in their own end. Look out. That one almost hit the, oh, good chance there, and Hutchison makes the save. The old alley-oop play. That was close to hitting the speaker in the middle. But what a chance for Tavistock there. A perfectly set up play, and it almost worked. Face-off coming up here to the right of Hutchison. Back to the line. Here's a blast. Good save, Hutchison. Mike Bujold with the shot, number 12. former Milverton four-wheel drive. Puck is deep in the Seaforth zone. It comes to the line. Daigle gets it out. It'll be brought ahead by Seaforth. Here's a shot off a stick, out of play. The transition games for both teams are just off the charts. We're early on here in the first period, 3 minutes exactly into period number 1. Andrew Rogers with you, live at the Rio Raji 21. Great to be here. Face off to the right of Andrew Masters. It's one too far and all the way out. It'll be shot in by the Centenaires. They're going to go in after it. Masters to play it away. Tavistock up the boards. They're going to get it out. It's going to get into the Seaforth zone here as they have an opportunity. Centering passage failed to connect. Seaforth back in time for it. Daigle. He comes around his own net. Pressured there by Sauter, who takes it away. Sauter in the middle. Good pass. Shot. Oh, good save. Hutchison got a piece of that and deflected it up and out. What a chance there for Bast. I think he set up Michael Capicato for that chance. But they get a dangerous opportunity, and Hutchison able to come up with it. Face off here to the right of Alex Hutchison. This is going to be Tavistock getting there first. That's Callan Krisner, number 44, who does some work there. Now it's in the Seaforth end, and they're going to try and get this out. Can't. Put in on Hutchison, who makes the save. It's in behind the net now. Tavistock with some pressure here. There's a glove down, and we get some more, but it comes loose, and it's deflected just wide. More pressure here from Tavistock. Bodies flying everywhere. Wrapped around and through the crease out the other side, and the referee finally blows it dead. Krisner right on top of the crease in the Seaforth end as Tavistock with a tremendous amount of pressure. So we'll get a whistle and we'll get a change for both teams. And 15:49 to go in period number 1, and we're still scoreless. Face-off won by Tavistock. Back to the line to Hall. Tristan Hall plays it down low, looking for the bounce. It's still loose. And Hutchison able to squeeze it, and we get a whistle again. Tavistock with a tremendous amount of pressure here. 15:39 now to go in the first. In this winner-go-home Game 7 between the Tavistock Royals and Seaforth Centenaires. Face off to the right of Hutchison. Seaforth able to gain control of the draw. It's played in behind the net. Tavistock able to come up with it. Centering pass took a deflection. It's into the neutral zone. Hall takes a hit, and Seaforth has to come in their own end, but now it's out. And Tavistock will gain it. Look out. That one's going to hit the netting also. This faceoff's going to come back at the Tavistock blue line. We're in the first, still scoreless. Winner of this series gets the Elora Rocks in the South Conference Final. I believe Rich Wigmore is here somewhere. Appreciate all the viewership. I know we had a lot of viewership last night in Erin, even though there was a lot of issues with that stream, so appreciate everyone who grinded it out with me. And, you know, you don't go unnoticed, I'll tell you that right now. In deep into the Seaforth end, Centenaires come up with it. Fritz up the boards and out. He gets past Colin Martin and takes it into the Tavistock zone. Here's good chance there for Chisholm, and it's stopped by Masters. This is going to be an icing call against the Royals. That's Masters' first big save of the hockey game. like I say, appreciate the viewership. Hopefully everything is going okay and smoothly here tonight so far. If it isn't, please message me. It's the only way I'll know. In deep here. Big body check in the corner. Seaforth able to gather it. And now it's Tavistock in behind their own net. They bring it dangerously out in front. That was weird. And it's played out. Now it's Casey. In his own end, plays it ahead. Coming back was Heater. And he throws it back to Casey. They're in behind the net now. Casey coming out with it. He'll play it ahead. He has Heater. He lost it though, and Tavistock able to get it out, and here they come the other way. More transition game. Center pass! Hutchison's got it, and he'll hang on. That driven there by Devin Kropp.
$700 in climbing. If you've not got tickets, you can do so at first intermission. The draw will be made at the start of the third period, so you will have intermissions to do so.
Face-off's going to be in the Seaforth end to the left-hand side of Hutchison this time. We're live on YouTube at the Real Raji 21. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Great crowd on hand here in Seaforth this evening. This is the last game of the second round in the Paxton bracket. Like I say, on the north side of things, you have the Minto 81s and the Ripley Wolves. Their series gets underway on Friday in Ripley. They play game 2 in Palmerston on Saturday at 4 o'clock. Oh, it's also St. Patrick's Day, so happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. Obviously with Seaforth wearing green, they got a little bit of the luck of the Irish in that sense. And a lot of people obviously sporting green here tonight in Seaforth. Here's Capicato into the middle, good pass! Oh, just wide. And the net is off. Shot there by Brian Foster off the pass from Capicato and just went wide on the glove hand side. Good chance for Tavistock.
Stratford Crane, Curtis Concrete, Curtis Costello, the Boot Bar and Grill Seaforth, Pete's Office Pro, Main Street Seaforth, Walton Race.
A lot of these games have been really tight in this series. Expect the same this evening.
Seaforth Golf Course and Cook sponsor
Face off getting the skates. Seaforth going to try and get it up the boards and out. They can't. It's still in skates and now it's played in deep. That's Jamie Huber, number 16, former Clinton Radar. Him alongside Ray Heater, also former Clinton Radar. In the corner, they battle for it. It's going to be picked up by Seaforth, and they're going to play it to the line and out. Chisholm up there at the line. They get kind of tied up at the line, however, and not really a great entry into the zone. In the corner, they battle for it. I heard a stick go off a helmet. You can hear that from here. They're going to, I mean, so far letting them play, and this is dumped out. And back to get it is Seaforth. It'll be played ahead and tipped in by Huber. It's picked up now by Tavistock's number 9. That is Luke Fanjoy. It again brought out right in front of the crease. That is the weirdest hockey play. That has to be one of the most unsafe hockey plays. In across the line they come. Seaforth. Heater couldn't get that pass across. Now it's played around the other side. This is going to be kept in at the line by the Centenaires. In the corner. Good battles so far. Back to the line of Casey. Down low. Oh, chance there. Casey again. Save Masters. Masters gets across, and he's there positionally to make the save. Back in behind the net, centering pass off a skate. Seaforth with a little bit of pressure here. And Tavistock able to gain control of the puck. They take it in behind their own net. And they're going to try and slow things down here as Bogdan's in on the forecheck. It's still in the Royals zone. This is Fanjoy, and he puts it up the boards and out. Seaforth on the boards. Bogdan. He has it in his own end. He'll drop it there. Seaforth will take control. Cross the blue line into Bogdan's skates. It's picked up by Tavistock, and it'll be played in. Sauter on the forecheck there. He's got a lot of speed. In behind the net is played ahead. Royals have it, and they're going to play it out. Westlake tips it ahead. Now it's shot in by the Royals. Seaforth has it, and they're going to play it ahead. Gibbons into the middle. Chisholm. Pass across. No shot there. Good defensive play by Tavistock. Good chance, though, for Seaforth, but they couldn't connect on the pass across. This one's ahead off of Martin's shin guard. Now it's played into the neutral zone. That's Blight out there, number 4. He is also a former Clinton Radar. Seaforth in their own end with it now. Approaching the halfway point of period number 1. Hall had Gibbons lined up and no icing. He would have knocked him into next week. At the line, Krisner couldn't tip it deep, and now here comes Seaforth up the ice. Daigle in the corner against Hall. Daigle in behind the net with it. Centers! Stopped by Masters. I think he got a piece on the near side. Back to the line, kept in. This is Ruben Smith into the corner. Hall gets there first and plays it ahead to Krisner. He'll fire it across the ice. And we're going to get a whistle for a high stick.
Thank you to our bronze and
I thought
bronze
that hit
medalist
Tavistock's stick there first, but they whistle it down.
PP Pumping Services, septic and holding.
Face-off will be at the Seaforth blue line with 9:43 to go here in the first.
JM0 Auto Detailing, Joe Moylan, and
Face-off going to be controlled by Tavistock as they enter the zone. Seaforth able to get it, and they'll come the other way with it. Into the Royals' end. They dump it in, they'll give chase. Into the corner. Battle for it there along the wall. Casey at the line trying to wait for the puck to either come up or come to him, and now it's the Royals who get it out. In across the line they come. Chance here, but a good defensive play by Seaforth to break it up. Pass across now. Royals have it to the outside. No shot yet. Bujold puts it back. Played across. There's a shot. No deflection there. Now it's going to be Seaforth the other way. Daigle. He's at the end of his shift. You could tell he was gassed trying to go up there for that puck. Now he's got to come back for it. He gives it away, though, and it's Capicotto in across the line. Goes to the backhand. Wrapping it around. Plays it in the middle. Here's a shot off a shin guard and wide. Capicotto on the boards, keeps it in. Seaforth going to gain control, and they're going to skate it out of their own end. Oliver into the middle for Fritz. Fritz in across the line to the outside, stopped by Masters. Rebound out to the point. Royals still have control of it. And Masters is going to find it and hold on. This would be the point for a TV commercial break, wouldn't it? I'd be, if only, right? We're not important enough for that. Maybe if we secure TV rights. No, this is like OEHL hockey on C-SPAN. I'm old enough to tell that joke. Oh, basic cable, eh? That's right. Actually, country cable, I should say. 18 to go here in the first. Still scoreless, looking for the game's first goal. This is one back by Tavistock. They're going to take control. It's up the ice, and they're tipped out to center. And across the line they come. And they're offside. In a little bit of an extra move there from Sean Leslie of Tavistock to force that play offside. Face-off coming up here outside of the Seaforth blue line. No penalties in the game yet either. I'm surprised by that. You know, considering how much animosity was at Game 6, that was at a real all-time high, it seemed. Puck here played by Tavistock and behind the net. They give it away, however, and Seaforth's Jared Nash comes up with it. Now it's played out, and Bogdan on the recipient of that end. Plays it into the middle. The Nash! Stopped by Masters. Good save. That's Seaforth's best opportunity so far in the period, and Masters able to swallow that whole. 7:41 to go. Thank you for that. That's actually helpful. And now Devin Kropp will play it out. Played up by Krisner and into the Seaforth end for Ruben Smith. He'll leave it for Charlie Rankin. Rankin ahead to Heater. In the middle to Nash. Nash across the blue line. Tried to go to the net with it. Now to be played by the Royals, and they're going to skate it out. And that's in on Hutchison, who leaves it for Smith. Ruben Smith, the Seaforth captain, will take it in behind his own net and regroup. He's got one of the biggest captaincies I've ever seen on the front of his jersey. It's outrageously big. Smith will skate it out and across his own blue line, and it'll be tipped in by Daigle. In to get it is Seaforth. Puck in the corner. They battle for it there in the Tavistock zone. This is going to come loose. Fanjoy plays it ahead. Tavistock, good pass into the middle to Sauter. Sauter shoots, blocked, rebound, still there in the skates. Tavistock trying to come up with it, can't, and now it's out of the zone. Played back, and this will be Tavistock in their own end here, just trying to get situated. Now it's played ahead, but given away. Here comes Seaforth in across the line. They give it away, however. Sauter plays it across. This is Bast. In across the line. He's the only one up there for Tavistock. Number 6, Cam Leslie out there as well on the blue line. This will be played away to the line. Seaforth able to get it out. Royals will clear it now, and it's played in on Hutchison, who makes the save. In the corner, they battle for it down low. This is going to come loose, and it'll be played around off the glass to the line. No, not kept in by Tavistock, and they whistle it down on the offside. Now we have 5:20 to go here in the first period. Still scoreless. Face off outside the Seaforth blue line. Played back and shot across. It'll be played in by the Tavistock Royals. They'll go after it. Seaforth on the boards. They get it out. I feel like it's almost conservative right now between these two teams, just kind of feeling each other out. They've had 6 games to do that. But kind of a cautious approach here to game number 7. Live for these best of game 7s. They're awesome. Here's Fritz. 3-on-2 for Seaforth. He drops. Huber across. Oh, he fanned on it. Chisholm. He had a golden opportunity, but he fanned on it just before he released the puck. Glorious opportunity for Seaforth there, but they couldn't capitalize. Now the Royals have it in their own end, and they're going to get this puck out. Now it's Oliver playing it across. In the neutral zone, it comes onto the boards, but Tavistock gains it. Naturally, you get pushing and shoving at the bench, and it'll be played away. Krisner across the line, body check by Rankin. Puts it across. Play toward the net, nobody home for Tavistock. Now it's Seaforth going to bring it out. Nash puts it across. Picked up there by Heater. Heater backhand! And Masters has it, and he'll hang on. Hey, sometimes those are the goals you need to score, the dirty ones. Go to the net and good things happen, so I've heard. 4 minutes exactly to go. And there's the pushing and shoving that we saw plenty of in game 6. And I think we might be getting penalties here. Well, it doesn't look like it. I thought they were going to call penalties, but they're letting them play, certainly. And you know what? At the end of the day, you let the players decide, especially in a game 7. I mean, any other time, yeah, but game 7s especially. Back to the line, kept in by Seaforth, shot deflected and into the netting and out of play. I can't get over the fact of how close we are to the boards. We get, like, I see that also in Elora. you're really close to the play in Elora also. But this just feels like we're right on top of the players. It's kind of wild, actually. But got to give a shout out and flowers to the 519 Sports Online guys. Do a tremendous job, and they've really done great things in this league this year, and I know they've been busy, so kudos to them. This one shot in wide of Masters. Royals are going to turn and try and get it out. It's kept in by Nash off a body. Krisner going to try and get there, can't. It's played across to Rankin. He'll shoot! Looking for a deflection. Almost materialized. Royals there defensively, and it's played out. Seaforth now playing it across. This is Heater. He gets bodied, but now he gets the puck back, and Rankin's going to go for a skate into the middle to Bogdan. Bogdan in across the line, shot, save Masters. It's up in the air, and the Royals get it out. Casey at the red line shoots it in on Masters. He's going to leave it there. Kyle Soper with it now for Tavistock. He plays it ahead. Westlake. Isaac Westlake shoots it in. Now Seaforth. They turn them away and back into the Royals zone. 3 minutes to go. Played ahead. Martin couldn't corral it. Casey stepped in front of him. In across the line, they're onside. Royals have it in their own end. Been a very fast-paced first period. Still scoreless, however. And we have an icing call against Tavistock, so face-off will come back in the Tavistock zone. By the way, this will interest you a little bit. Game number 4 of the Ripley Minto series is going to be held at the Steve Kerr. I don't know if they played a senior game there ever. But that is, of course, home of the Listowel Cyclones, where most of the Minto 81s used to play. So real home field advantage, you know? But yeah, I just saw that, so big hit at the line there, and Martin's going to bring it across the line. He'll play it in on Hutchison. Martin with it again. Try to play back to line and does. Here's a blast. Hutchison with the save. Rebound is loose. Martin couldn't get that cross-ice pass, and Seaforth shoots it down. And yes, it has enough for icing. So this will come back in the Seaforth end. Yeah, that series gets underway on Friday in Ripley at 8:30. Palmerston at 4 o'clock on Saturday for game 2. Ripley on the 27th, 8:30 on a Friday for game 3. And then Steve Kerr and Listowel for 6:30, game 4. That's all they've announced so far. This will be shot out by the Centenaires as we get a pile up there and behind the play. And Tavistock's going to shoot it ahead here, and it's going to be deflected in. Royals will go in after it as Hutchison plays it away. 1:42 to play here in the first. Off of Huber, and it comes to Fritz. He comes in across the line, has a man going to the net. Masters is able to get a piece of that and blockered it away. Then he gets a piece of that shot from the point for Seaforth. Into the corner now, they battle for it. In the Tavistock zone. Here's a blast that's off of skating into the corner. Pinching there, number 13. That's Reed Oliver. Now it's going to be played out by the Royals. They're going to bring it in across the line. Here's a shot wide on the blocker side. And it's going to deflect all the way out to Fritz. He shoots it in. He's going to go after it. A little early on that last minute call, but that's okay. We are in the final minute here in Seaforth, and this is an icing call against the Royals. .5 in a scoreless first period. This game's been really good, as advertised. You know, the hype is real on this one, I think.
Low scoring one.
Well, yeah, but tight checking, good defensive hockey. Really close game. Those are the ones I like. I don't like blowouts. Or on, either in hockey or on hair. Little hairdressing joke. 49.2 to go. Period number 1. Seaforth Centenaires, Tavistock Royals. Game number 7. AA semifinal. Winner gets the Elora Rocks. Back to line to Ruben Smith, who shoots Masters with the save. Be played around to Krisner. He's going to turn and fire it into the middle. Smith back to get it. Kropf on him, trying to get there. He scored the clinching empty net goal on Saturday. In the skates, and now Seaforth's going to turn it back into the Royals zone. At the line, Heater. Almost too many men for Tavistock there, but they get it out. Up the boards, pinched off there, and Seaforth in across the line. It's lost there, and Tavistock's going to bring it up the other way. They shoot just wide, and Hutchison able to stick it away. Back at the line, kept in, now it's out, and that'll do it. Final seconds tick down, and after 20 minutes, we're scoreless here in Seaforth. Centenaires Royals, Game 7, here in Seaforth, Ontario, Canada. We'll be back, period 2. Stick around, everyone, don't go away. All right, everybody, welcome back in for period number 2. Andrew Rogers on the play-by-play with you, live at the Real Raji 21 here in Seaforth, Ontario, Canada, as the Tavistock Royals make their way onto the ice. Scoreless after 1 period of play. And pretty good hockey so far. Team's a little bit tentative, but they know how big this game is and how much it means, so you know they're going to continue to bring it. And you know, also I think more surprising than the fact that there's no goals is there's no penalties either. That's shocking, but I think you'll see first penalty, first goal in this period. So the way it's going, it's shaping up to be a dirty goal or a kind of questionable penalty. As this puck is won back by Seaforth, we're underway in period 2. Fanjoy plays it ahead out of the reach of Sauter. Going to be picked up here and played in. Seaforth tried to play it in at the red line, couldn't. Now they play it to the far side. Well, just trying to get my bearings, or handle if you will. It's the long change for both teams too here in the second period. Here comes Seaforth in across the line. It's deflected away. Now it's back into the neutral zone for Seaforth. Up to the blue line and into the zone. Fanjoy coming back for it. Now it's going to be Wisniewski. Sauter plays it around. If he kept in by the Centenaires. However, they give it away and it'll be picked up by Tavistock. And this will be, yeah, I guess. Okay. Fanjoy at the line. He'll play it ahead. It'll be shot in by Krisner. Tavistock going to go in after it. Kropf in the corner. Plays it in front. Krisner! He couldn't get the shot away. Fanned on it at the last second. Now it's Seaforth going to bring it out. They're going to bring it in across the line. They have an opportunity here. First pass went off the skate into the corner. They battle for it. It's going to come loose into the other corner. Pinching there and keeping it in. Seaforth with a little pressure here. Centering pass. Now it's Fisher at the line. Plays it across. Good save, Masters. Rebound out to the blue line again, and it's wide. Off the boards and out of the zone. Fisher plays it to the far side. Tavistock plays it up the boards. Krisner plays it in. Teams will have to be real smart about when they change so they don't get caught. We're a minute into period 2. Seaforth Centenaires, Tavistock Royals, game 7 of this best of 7. Here's a shot saved by Hutchison, and he hangs on. And we get some pushing and shoving. Great crowd here in Seaforth for this game 7. Where else would you rather be on a Tuesday night? In Seaforth, Ontario, Canada. Puck on the boards. Bogdan comes up with it, plays it back. Seaforth going to take control in their own end here. And they'll play it across. Fisher. They'll play it into the middle. Good pass there to Heater. Bogdan scores! And Jared Bogdan puts the Seaforth Centenaires on the board. They lead it 1-0. Jared Bogdan opens the scoring here in game number 7, and it gives the hometown Centenaires a 1-0 lead as he puts that low blocker side, beating Andrew Masters with that one-timer from Ray Heater, and it makes our score 1-0 for Seaforth. into the zone. Hutchison out to play it. I feel like that'll open this game up now that we've got a goal on the board. Krisner at the red line. He'll bring it in for Tavistock. Shoots, save Hutchison. Played around. Krisner a little aggressive on the forecheck. Ogden the goal scorer, as we know already, and it's back to Fanjoy. He'll shoot it off a skate, or stick, excuse me. And now it's ahead. In across the line comes Daigle, stopped by Masters. It's out, and here comes Tavistock the other way. Here's a blast, that's off the side of the net. Deflected away by Hutchison. It is loud in here all of a sudden. It was kind of semi-quiet in the first period, but now that they've scored, it's quite noticeably louder. Centering pass there, gonna come to the line. Shot there, save Hutchison, and a good one. Back to the line, kept in by the Royals. Into the middle, gonna be swept away. Now it's a chance for Bast, he's stopped by Hutchison. And we'll get a whistle. So Jared Bogdan with the goal for Seaforth that gives them a 1-0 lead here in Game 7. The winner of this series gets the Elora Rocks in the South Conference Final. Rich Wigmore of Elora in the house. Shout out to Cassie Silverthorne who is watching. Now what? Well, thank God that didn't cause a lengthy delay. Don't really want to be here any later than we need to be. Puck won back by the Royals. They keep it in at the line. Played in behind the net of Hutchison, and it's Seaforth who'll get it. Played around, and now it's out. Seaforth with the pressure. They come up with the puck. Fritz goes in behind the net. He gets bodied off of the position there. Seaforth centering pass, and that one fluttered in. There's a rebound. They stop by Masters. Now more pushing and shoving naturally, because why not? And we'll get a whistle. Good chance there for Seaforth, but Andrew Masters standing tall, able to keep it out. Andrew Rogers on the call with you, live at the Real Raji 21. Great to be here. Great to be on the call. Thank you very much for watching as always, as you've done all season long. Face-off won back by the Royals. Tristan Hall plays it up the boards. Seaforth pinching down, able to keep it in. They'll have to try again. This time it's Tyler Sutter. He gave it away. Gibbons shoots off a stick and out of play. Tristan Hall able to get a stick on that and deflect it out. On that giveaway. And Parker Gibbons with the shot. Face off here in the Tavistock zone. This one to the right of Masters. It's going to be controlled by the Royals. Played up and off the boards and out. It's going to take a deflection, so no icing. Hutchison out to play it. Into the middle. Royals able to force a turnover to the net. Deflected out of the air by Krisner. And it's, no. They're going to say touched by Krisner for the high stick, and it'll be whistled down. nearing the 5-minute mark of period number 2. Faceoff's going to come outside the zone. Krisner on the high stick there.
No stress, man.
Seaforth zone. In behind the net of Tavistock here. Nash had to go over his stick. It'll be played across. Shot in, just wide of Masters as Nash goes in after it. Played up the boards, and now it's going to be the Royals getting it out. Capicato lost it, and now he's going to come back in across the line, but thwarted away. Now it's Heater across the line. Heater shoots, save Masters. Heater in the corner. Played by Seaforth here, putting on tremendous pressure after scoring the game's first goal. Jared Bogdan, and that one's off the netting and out of play.
Folks, 50-50 take home is now $880. If you've not gotten tickets, you can do so.
You're on Instagram?
The draw will be made at the start of the third period.
HOFF
Thank you to our
_steady.
Maureen Wildfall, Remax. Robinson
Okay.
No,
Chevrolet,
go back
Warmups,
2.
Seaforth,
Get rid of 70. Steady.
Oh.
There it is.
Cowbell,
That
Cool.
one. Yep.
Logan,
All right,
Gotcha.
cool, man.
Thanks, man.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my man Brad, photographer here. Give him a follow. Hoff_steady.
You got it.
Check him out. He does great work, I'm sure. I'll check it out later. I will.
Appreciate you. You live?
All right. Yes, sir. Live on YouTube at The Real Raji 21.
Unreal. So cool.
Shameless plugs. No big deal, right? That's what we do, man. We're hustlers.
I respect
Appreciate the hustle. All right? Appreciate the hustle. This will be sent across, and then across the line they come. Across here into the corner. Tavistock trying to put on some pressure here. Seaforth leading 1-0, courtesy of Jared Bogdan. Played in. Down low for Fanjoy. He'll play it into the corner. Royals with some pressure here, trying to get that goal back. Played ahead by Seaforth, though, but they can't get it out. Excuse me, they can't get it out. To the line, and now it's played out. Royals will have to reset, but they shoot it in. Able to get onside, but it comes out to center. Now it'll be the Royals bringing it back up the ice, and they drop it. Capicato shoots gloves, save by Hutchison, and he hangs on.
John Steffler and SharpPoint and BenefitSimple.ca. Thank you to our silver sponsors, Murray McKercher, lawyer, Seaforth, Smith Construction, Seaforth, Stratford Crane, Curtis Concrete.
Face off here to the right of Hutchison. 12:50 to go here in period number 2. Seaforth leads 1-0. Into the corner. Royals keep it in. Sauter down low, can't get it. Seaforth able to skate it out of their own end now. At the line, Chisholm, but he couldn't get a shot away, and now the Royals come the other way. Pass ahead to Capicato into the corner for Sauter. Played down low to Bast. Bast out of the corner with it. He turns back. He gets bodied. The checking is intensified out here. Seaforth into the middle and out of the zone. Huber couldn't get it. It's played in deep. Number 16, Jamie Huber of Seaforth. Don't believe he played on Saturday in Tavistock. Now it's played in, and Fritz will go in after it. Played back in behind the net. Seaforth going to get there first. Nash into the middle, and Royals able to come up with the puck. They'll come the other way with it. Martin shoots it in on Hutchison, and he holds on, and more pushing and shoving here.
Diesel and Sons Electric Limited, and the Seaforth Golf Course. Thank you to our Bronze and Bronze Plus sponsors, Mutual One Insurance, Julie Campbell, Up in Smoke, Greg Ned, G. McGrath Plumbing and Heating, Greg and Aaron McGrath, Silver Creek
Face-off coming up here in the Seaforth end to the left of Alex Hutchison with 11:40 to play in period number 2. This will be shot ahead by Seaforth, and Nash is going to give chase. Nash in the corner. He gets there first. Wraps it around. Couldn't get there. He was checked down. The Royals able to get it to the line no further. They're going to get another opportunity to get it out, and they do this time. And Kropp plays it in. Off a skate there, and now it's the Seaforth Centenaires coming up with it. This is Heater. In across the line, he comes to the backhand. Centering pass intercepted by the Royals. Nash almost picked it off, but it's going to be played out by the Royals here. And down goes Kropp, and it's played ahead by Seaforth. And no icing's called. Back in behind the net. Royals play it around. Into the middle now. And it'll be skated upon by Tavistock here as it's in the Seaforth end. A little bit of a pile up there, forces a turnover, and Seaforth takes over. Blight into the middle, good pass. Here's Bogdan, the goal scorer. Shoots again, save by Masters. It's given away. No shot there as it's cleared out by Tavistock. Blight shoots it in. Masters out to stop it there. And it'll be calmed down in behind the Royals' net. They'll play it ahead, and they'll come ahead with it. They cross center and into the Seaforth end. Here's a blast off the end boards. And behind the net, it's up the boards to the line and out by Seaforth. This is right in on Masters. No icing as Bujold comes back for it. Pressure there from behind. Still has control of the puck. He's being hooked left, right, and center, but doesn't draw the call. Here comes Tavistock up the ice. Capicotto into the middle. Looking for Bujold. Oh, he almost got caught. Now here comes Seaforth. Wisniewski across. Oh, what a save for Masters. He got a piece of that. That's unbelievable. Here come the Royals the other way. A masterful save by Andrew Masters. It's given away again. Oh, the Royals can't, or Seaforth can't capitalize. It was a 2-on-0 break the other way if they had of. It's ahead. Daigle has space. Pat save, it's out. And a penalty shot. Oh my God. Come on. High drama here in Seaforth. Wow. That is, man, you got to have a lot of cojones to call that. Like pretty big ones. I mean, I don't know about that. A penalty shot, I don't know. But it's probably the last person you want to have take the penalty shot too. Very good. Camden Daigle will take a penalty shot here in Game 7 for Seaforth, who they lead 1-0. He's going to come in on Andrew Masters. Here we go. He scores! What a move. I hope you got that. Wow. Wow, what a goal. That is awesome. What a move. And the crowd loves it here in Seaforth. Camden Daigle outweights Andrew Masters and scores on the penalty shot, and it makes our score 2-0 Seaforth here in Game 7. Holy. Royals now in a 2-0 hole as Seaforth has taken a stranglehold so far of this hockey game with that latest on the penalty shot from Camden Daigle. And across the line come the Royals. Backhanded toward Hutchison, he just deflects it away. And Seaforth gets it out. Big check there by the Royals. Here's Chisholm. Shoots off a stick and out of play. That knocked 2 pucks down. That was cool. There's something you don't see every day. Then again, you also don't see penalty shots in Game 7s. That's wild. Oh yeah, right away. Hey man, that was the happiest moment in the guy's life. Hey? Nothing like a referee's high-octane calling penalty shots. That's a big thing, man. They love every moment of the flair for the dramatic, don't they?
35.
So nasty. So nasty.
It was.
Played ahead. Royals bringing it up the ice, and they're in across the line. 8:20 to go. Royals down by 2. Seaforth scoring on the penalty shot to make it a 2-0 game here on home ice. And behind the net, it's going to be played up. Westlake on the boards. He shoots it into the middle there, and Seaforth just going to throw it deep. 2-0 is our score here. And Royals, whoa, look out. That one flying into the penalty box area there. Speaking of penalty boxes, no penalties called yet. 7:53 to go here in the second period. Seaforth leads 2-0. Jared Bogdan and Camden Daigle, the goal scorers. Seaforth control off the faceoff. They're just going to throw it deep. Played up now, and I believe this is going to be an icing call against Tavistock. Shout out to Tim Martin of Petrolia, who's watching on a 75-inch TV. Says it looks great. That's a big confidence boost for me because I don't think it does. I'm my own worst critic, though, at the end of the day, right? So this is shot in by Tavistock, but it's going to be back by Seaforth. Daigle again. Oh, tried to make a move, but couldn't get past the defender. Here's a blast. That was fanned on by Wisniewski. And now it's played away by Tavistock. Into the middle. Here's a chance. That's deflected away. Good job positionally, defensively for Seaforth. Now it's played across. Now it's Wisniewski. He's got a man on the far side, doesn't see him, and he gives the puck away. And now it's Tavistock coming the other way. Bast leads them in. Drop pass. Shoots! Saved by Hutchison. Rebound! Off the side of the net, and it's still the Royals' puck here. Bast again! And the net is off. That's a late whistle there. But net was off as the referee noticed and blew it dead. Pardon me? Wisniewski. Okay. Oh, right, not Newski, Neski. Got it. Former Listowel Cyclone.
Yep. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Apparently he was the leading scorer, too. Yeah. Excellent. He's played up the boards, and Royals will take it in center. There's a big check on Bass from behind. That one goes uncalled. Centering Hutchison out of the net there. That was a wild play. Royals have it in the Seaforth end here with some pressure. And behind the net. No pass yet. On the boards there, Seaforth trying to come up with it here as they battle for it in the corner. Now to be centered here and shot in by the Centenaires. Chisholm tried to center. Capicato got in the way of it. He'll fire it out to the line. Kept in. Oh, what a hit. Good one by Bast at the line. Seaforth keeps it in, though, and Royals have to come back for it. Played ahead and tipped away. Here come Tavistock in across the line. Shoots off the post and out. Hutchison getting bailed out there by the post as number 11 of Tavistock. That was Brian Foster, tried to go near side and hit the post and it went out. What a chance for Tavistock, they're closest to the game. Seaforth leading 2-0. It's back to the line now. Kept in by Fanjoy. He had it stripped, able to keep it in though. Here's a shot there, just wide, cropped. put it in towards Hutchison. And behind the net now, Krisner. You okay? Check there on the boards. Krisner trying to come up with it, can't. It's out of the zone now for Seaforth. Bogdan, he got the scoring underway. Pass across, heater! Stopped by Masters! Big save for the Tavistock netminder. What a play by Bogdan to get it across there. And Andrew Masters able to get across with the pad. He put the pillow down. Hey?
You're doing good. You're doing good. I like it.
Hey, you know, you got to be real careful as a commentator. You don't steal too many other people's materials.
I got you.
But there's just so many of them, it's hard to not, you know?
You and Seaforth, you're going to be fine. Don't worry.
I won't make it too obvious, okay? You can't make it too obvious. Colin Martin with it now. He'll play it into the middle. It's tipped in by Tavistock. They're going to go after it. Seaforth there defensively, and they're going to play it to the line. It's no further. Westlake turns, fires, glove save. Sean Leslie, number 16, on the right up in front there. Couldn't get a stick on it. Great crowd here in Seaforth tonight on a Tuesday night. Game 7, AA semifinal. Winner of this series gets the Elora Rocks in the South Conference Final. Royals played into the Seaforth end here, and Hutchison forced to come out for it. Martin in there looking for any rebounds. You okay? Seriously? Yeah? What, did he just catch his foot? Oh, okay. Well, quick thinking on your part. Not your first time, right? .441 to go here in period number 2, and the Centenaires have snagged a 2-0 lead here in this period, courtesy of Jared Bogdan and Camden Dago on the ever so rare Game 7 penalty shot. And Seaforth now, like I say, in what has been a really tight series where sometimes goals have been at a premium. This is a 2-0 Seaforth lead here on home ice. Checks along the boards there. Seaforth turns it over. No shot yet. Fritz into the corner. Hall gets it away from him. Now it's going to be the Royals bringing it up the ice. Deflected back by Chisholm. Stepped up and brought in by Casey. And offside at the blue line. Good job by Mitch Casey to step up there, but teammate was a step away from being able to be onside, so players whistled down. 3:57 now to play here in the second period. Shot in by Seaforth into the Tavistock zone. To be played to the line. Royals do get it out. And some fancy stick work there at the red line. Now it's played into the Seaforth end by the Royals here. Off the boards, going to be played off a body, but Royals keep it in. Centering pass, going to come back to the line. Royals play it around. Here's a shot. That's off a body. Still loose here. Another shot deflected and into the corner. Royals with some pressure here, but failing to convert there, and now Bogdan after it. Now it's Heater. He'll shoot it in on Masters. He'll go to the bench. He's at the end of a shift. Royals trying to get this puck settled down here and behind the net. 2:53 now to go. It'll be brought up the ice by the Royals and in across the line. To the middle. No shot there as it's played to the corner. Pass across. Here's a blast. Hutchison able to get a piece. Now it's back to the line again. Here's a blast that's off the skate and out of the zone. This will be shot in, and it's going to come in behind the net of Masters. Back to the line of Smith. He'll shoot. That's wide. Bounds in behind the net. It's going to be picked up by the Royals. They're going to get it to the line and out. They'll backhand it in and go in after it. Centering pass. Good chance there by the Royals, but it was fanned on. Here's a chance for Tavistock. Pass across. Fails to connect. Seaforth going to try and get this puck out. Second chance, and they do. Now Daigle just shoots it the rest of the way in. Hall out to play it away. In across the line, they're onside. Going to come into the corner. Seaforth able to get there. To the line, kept in. Pass across. Tristan Hall shoots. Looking for the carom off the wall, and Hutchison able to snag it with the glove hand, and he'll hold on. We have 1:33 to go here in the second period. Seaforth has struck twice, and they lead it 2-0. Off the boards. Whoa, look out. That one's all the way down the ice. And we're going to get another icing call. Face-off will come back into the exact same spot. Giving Andrew Masters the business there as he does his skate into the corner. Off the face-off, Royals come up with it. Into the middle, that was Kropp who put the shot in, but it was deflected away. Royals trying to get any sort of late goal here in the period to give themselves some momentum heading into the third. Played in deep by the Royals. Leslie. It's up the boards. It's going to be kept in. Still no penalties in the hockey game. This is back to the line. Foster had to go over his stick, and now it's played out. And here come the Centenaires. And they'll give it away, and now the Royals have it. We're in the final minute here, about 40 seconds to go. And now we get our first penalty. And that one's about as questionable as you can get. And that's just a case of stepping on the opponent's stick and then going down pretty easily. But hey, whatever you got to do, sometimes it works. I don't think I've ever seen the OEHL call embellishment. So it's a power play for the Royals here late in the second period with 38.5 to go. This is a big moment in the hockey game right now for Tavistock. If they can get one late here in the second, that'll be huge for them going into the third. Seaforth able to get it. Fisher with the penalty for tripping, and it's out. Tavistock's got to come back and regroup. And another whistle here. It was played on a high stick from Tavistock, and it'll be whistled down. So they're going to bring this face-off outside the zone. .29 seconds to go, and they drop the puck. It's going to come back for the Royals here. Royals dump it in. They're going to go in after it. 20 seconds in the period. Played around. Kept in at the line. This is Fanjoy. He backhanded. It was intercepted by Seaforth. They're going to put it down the ice. Final 10 seconds here. Fanjoy again. He might run out of time here. Up the ice he comes. Goes to the backhand. And it's just wide, and that'll do it. 1:20 left in the power play for Tavistock. When we come back, it's 2 goals. One for Jared Bogdan, the other for Camden Daigle, and The Seaforth Centenaires lead lead in this game, game number 7, 2-0 as we get ready for the third. We'll be back for the third period and to sort out everything that just happened when we come back. What? All right, everybody, welcome back into period number 3 here in Seaforth, Ontario, Canada. Andrew Rogers with you live at the Real Raji 21. Great crowd on hand here in Seaforth, about 700 or 800, I would figure. Maybe be a little bit low, maybe a skosh low. I like that word a lot, so if I can work it in, I will, you know. But it's definitely great to see for the OEHL a crowd like this for this big Game 7. Let's set the stage for you. Jared Bogdan opened the scoring in the second period. Just a beautiful goal for him. Camden Daigle awarded a penalty shot and capitalized on that. He's okay. He's good. I just like to move around a lot, so, you know. I give him a headlock. You heard him. He gave me permission. No, I wouldn't do that to a kid that wasn't mine. So Camden Daigle on the penalty shot, able to capitalize and put the Seaforth Centenaires ahead 2-0. But there is a remaining power play for the Tavistock Royals. It has 1 minute and 20 seconds left on it when we resume play here in the third. And, well, I think it's pretty crucial that Tavistock gets one on that power play. And from there, we'll see. Seaforth really has an opportunity, though, to lock it down and really kind of clog up the neutral zone and make sure to leave Tavistock to the outside. Hutchison looks dialed in, too. Looks really good. Here come the Centenaires back out on the ice for period 3. I want to thank everybody who's watching at home or wherever you happen to be watching from, live on YouTube at the Real Raji 21. Like I say, we start period 3 with the Tavistock Royals on the power play for another 1 minute and 20 seconds. Face-off 1, and Tavistock takes control in their own end as they'll start it up on this power play. They give it away, however, and Bogdan at center plays it back. He gave it away. Here comes Tavistock. They shoot it in. They'll go in after it. On the boards, it'll be kept in here, and Tavistock will set up on this power play. And Seaforth able to get it out into the neutral zone here. Bogdan takes it away, though, and Seaforth going to send Tavistock right back. Killing a lot of clock here as we have 40 seconds to go in the Royals power play. A little bit disjointed here, this power play so far for the Royals as we start the third. In across the line. Played in deep for Devin Kropp. He'll play it back. Across here. Off the skate. Oh, that was dangerously in on Hutchison, who had to make the save. And now a big check on the boards there. Royals still have control here. Here's a blast. That's off the body and out of play. 3 seconds left. 3 seconds left in the power play for Tavistock. As I've said many of times, the winner of this series gets to play the Elora Rocks in the South Conference Final. So they're awaiting the winner as we're Whoa, referee went down there. That was crazy. Power play is over. We're back to even strength. Puck in the Seaforth end. It'll be played out here. And Chisholm, he tried to get it in deep, and now it's off the netting and out of play. And we'll get a whistle. Face-off going to come up here, just outside the Tavistock blue line. Early on here in the third period, Seaforth leading 2-0. Game 7 of this best-of-7 series. Played in. Masters is going to swallow this up as it comes right into the crest of Andrew Masters. Third period action here in Seaforth. Andrew Rogers with you on the play-by-play at the Real Raji 21 live on YouTube. This will be played out by Tavistock. Crop going after it. Tavistock with some work to do here as they trail by 2. Bogdan playing it up to the Royals blue line. Almost stole it away, and now here come the Royals the other way. Drop pass there is going to be intercepted though by Seaforth, and they're going to get it out on their second attempt. Now it's Captain Tristan Hull with it. He played it ahead, and unfortunately that didn't make contact with any of the Royals, and it's an icing call against Tavistock. Seaforth leading 2-0, 17:38 to play here in period number 3. Play back to line. It'll be kept in by Oliver. Into the corner after it.
Oh, sorry.
Now to be played in by Capicato, and Hutchison's going to grab it and he'll hang on.
He will hang on.
We get another whistle, and there'll be a face-off upcoming in the Seaforth zone. Down to 17:21 now to go. Sauter intercepting for Tavistock is back to the line of Hall. He puts it across. Here's a blast. Save Hutchison, and Capicato, whoa, he got the stick up kind of high there on the either the top of the helmet of Hutchison or the crossbar, one or the other. And the face-off will be in the Seaforth end. It's going to be to the left of Hutchison. Played around, it's going to be kept in by Hall. Seaforth though, going to get it to the line and out. Hall able to bring it right back in. He gets bodied off the puck. Seaforth trying to get it out at the line, they do. Now it's Fritz. He had it stripped away, and it deep in the Tavistock zone it is. Turned and fired to the far side. Now to be played by Hall into the middle. Turnaround fired, and it's off a stick and over the net. Seaforth gaining control of the puck, and they're going to bring it ahead. Huber to the outside. He goes into the corner after it. This will be picked up by Krisner. And up the boards. Now into the middle. This is Bujold. He has a step. He gets turned around and dumped. And here comes Seaforth the other way. Huber loose. Here's a chance. Stopped by Masters and deflected out. Chances at both ends. And we remain in a 2-0 game. Approaching the 5-minute mark of period number 3. In some skates, it's Heater. To the line, this is Oliver. Shoots, save Masters. He deflects it wide. Now it's to the line again, kept in. Shot there, that's deflected just wide, look out! And Masters has it, and he'll hold on. Boy, that got dicey really fast. But Masters able to keep it out. Andrew Masters, a pretty incredible run in his brief tenure with the Tavistock Royals. Joined them just around the beginning of January. Had a couple of wins in the regular season and then had a shutout streak of 238 minutes and 52 seconds in the first round against the Erin Outlaws. He was scored on by Travis Brown of Erin with 1 minute and 8 seconds left in game 4, but otherwise had 3 shutouts. And then in the first game against Seaforth, he shut them out 4-0. And he's just had a really incredible run here with Tavistock, and be interested to see what he does for an encore if he does decide that he's going to play here in Tavistock again next year. Here's a chance, shot there, save Hutchison, and he'll hang on. And Chris Martin gets his helmet, Colin Martin gets his helmet knocked off, and we get some pushing and shoving. Westlake came in there, and he delivered, he's going to kind of skate a circle here, and he's restricted by the linesman. And it looks like there's not going to be any penalties on the play. .15-11 now to play here in period number 3. Seaforth continuing to lead 2-0. Played away by Seaforth. They get it to the line and out. Royals play it up and into the Seaforth end. They're going to go after it. Daigle. He's pressured off the puck there. Royals trying to come up with it, and they do. And Daigle able to strip the defender and put it out of the zone. In behind the net of Alex Hutchison. It'll be shot ahead to Daigle at the red line. He'll put it across. He's got a man on the far side. He'll stop up, shoot. Masters with the save, he put it away. Now it's up ahead, and it's going to be deflected into the Seaforth end. Hall able to keep it in, but now it's Fritz. Here's Chisholm. He's up into the corner. He gets bodied into the corner. They fight for it down low there. We approach the 6-minute mark of period 3. On the boards. Royals going to come up with it and play it to the far side. Now to be shot out by the Royals. I think one of them has a skate blade that's come loose here as Fritz puts his man down. Capicato went down, and now it's deep into the Seaforth end. 13:40 to play. It's out into the middle here. Shot there off a body and wide of the net of Hutchison. Sauter now plays it around. Capicato to the line. Bujold. He'll turn. On the backhand, lost control, given away, and now Seaforth out of the zone. Fritz, he takes a wicked slash from Capicato, and he'll shoot it in. Capicato again goes after Fritz as they come up the ice. Bast had it stripped away. Sauter with it now. He'll put it back into his own end. A lot of stick work out there. We approach 7 minutes into period 3. And Seaforth gains control in their own end here. Big body check there in the Seaforth end. Delivered by Krisner, and we'll get a whistle. Retrieving the skate blade that was lost there. That was kind of a wacky play. And we'll just figure out where we get this face off. I think it's going to come outside the Seaforth blue line. I think they were trying to figure out if there were any remains of that skate guard, but
Remax. Robinson Chevrolet, main corner in Seaforth. Seaforth Community Development Trust. Cowbell Brewing Company. Logan Katz, chartered professional accountants new to Seaforth. The Lord Retreat John Steffler. And Sharp Point and BenefitSymbol.ca. Thank you to our Bronze and Bronze Plus sponsors. NT Fire Plumbing and Heating Incorporated.
hey kid, that's why you shouldn't drink ever.
Diamond Concrete, Doug Campbell, and Top Shelf Carpentry, Barry Young.
But that's real good, you know? I mean, there are kids everywhere, you know? Like, come on. Oh, I know that, but it's just too bad. Like, have some class, you know. Played across here as the game continues. Up the boards and Krisner. Now it's going to be brought out by Seaforth, and they're going to come up the ice. And now we're going to get another penalty call. This one's going to go against Tavistock, and it's going to be Matt Zilke, number 15, who's going to get whistled, and he'll go and serve 2 or less with 12:09 to go. It's a tripping call, and it'll be whistled down. So Seaforth will go to the power play.
Ladies in the stands, please get your 50-50 tickets out. I apologize for the distortion, but I need to make this very clear. 50-50 ticket. The winning, your earnings are, your take home is $987. The number is 00 1 1 1 7 0 0 triple 1 7 is the number. You claim your prize and get the bar.
Excellent. The 50-50 has been won by a gentleman down here. Almost $1,000. Good for him. That one's tipped in, and Masters makes the save. It's a power play for Seaforth here. And Seaforth currently leading in the game 2-0. Andrew Rogers on the play-by-play with you. Great to be here as always. Played across. Zilke with the penalty for tripping. Played across. Daigle shoots off a body. Rebound. Played across. And that one's off fanned on. Good chances here for Seaforth as they work this around real well. Shot there off a stick. Out of play. Toward the fighting section apparently. I mean,
What else are you going to call it? Really, right?
I could call it some colorful things, but I'd probably get canceled.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
They probably wouldn't like me very much for it.
That's right.
But, oh well. One back by Seaforth here as they continue on this power play. Has 58 seconds left in it. Seaforth leading in the game 2-0. Here's a blast from the line, save Masters, and he deflects it out of play. One back by the Royals. It's in behind the net. Martin going to come up with it. Can't get it out. And now Tavistock's got another opportunity and they'll fire it down the ice. This is played around and it's going to be controlled by Seaforth and they're going to bring it out. Under 30 to go in the power play here. Played off a stick and out and down the ice. Hutchison out to play it away. Sheldon Price shoots it in. Chisholm with the hit. Royals with some time and space. And they're going to get this puck out. Oh, off the shin guard. Now they get it out. Here's Casey up the ice. He goes to the outside. He'll shoot. Tried to pick the near side of Masters, but it'll be held for a face-off. We're back to even strength. Andrew Rogers on the play-by-play with you, live at the Real Raji 21. Thank you so much for tuning in all night. Much appreciated.
For $987, that is the take home. The number is 00-111-7.
At the halfway point of period 3, we're at even strength. Seaforth leads 2-0. Played across, look out. That took a deflection and landed in the Seaforth bench. The puck will be dropped just outside the Seaforth blue line. 9:55 play here in the third. And across the line comes Seaforth. It's blocked and taken away by Tavistock, and they're going to bring it up. And across the line, Zilke. He goes to the corner, plays it down low, and centering pass here. Here's a shot that's blocked. Rebound to the net, and it was intercepted by Seaforth. They're going to get it out. Nash is trying to get away here, and it's stripped away by Tavistock. Into the middle now, and here's Croft. He brings it up the ice. He'll shoot. That's deflected wide. Into the corner now. Royals trying to gather it. Played in behind the net now. Royals trying to get something going here as they trail 2-0. At the line, it's going to come out. And Bogdan leaves for Chisholm. He shoots and it's off skating into the corner. Bogdan, he puts a hit on. And it comes to the line and now it's out. Royals across center. It's as far as they get, however. Seaforth's going to send it down, and we're going to get an icing call against the Centenaires. Face-off will come back in the Seaforth end with 8:34 to go here in the third period.
The late 50-50 has been played. If an executive can confirm, the delay has been played though.
Great hockey game and great atmosphere here in Seaforth this evening. Not bad on a Tuesday night. Pass across here. in the corner. They fight for it there. Chisholm's going to get it out. Off the boards. Tavistock shoots it in. Sauter puts it into the corner. Ruben Smith plays it around. Nicely drawn out by Seaforth here as they play it to the Tavistock blue line. Capicato, he plays it in. Tavistock going to go in there after it. Bast delivers a hit. Capicato again, it's at the line. Here's a blast, it's off the skate. Now another shot and again another deflection. Seaforth trying to get it out and they do. Bast at his own blue line, plays it back. Time is of the essence for Tavistock as Seaforth has completely shut things down here. Bast up the ice, across the line, good save Hutchison. Bast again in the corner. It's intercepted though, look out. And it's off the glass, down the ice, and icing is the call. Face off one by Seaforth. They play it ahead. Daigle pinched off by Hall, and it's back into the Royals zone. Now it's across, and they're in across the line with it now. Centering pass out of the reach for Krisner. Krisner in the corner battling for it there. He went to the ice. It's in his body somewhere as they pinch it on the boards here. Sheldon Price and Krisner battling there in the corner. Seaforth can't get it to the line and out. It's back in behind Hutchison. In the middle, almost intercepted and kept in by Tavistock, but it's out now. And across the line is Kropp. Off a body. Zilke shoots, scores! Tavistock is on the board with a little bit of a fluky one that gets past Alex Hutchison, and all of a sudden, we got a game. It's 2-1. 6:35 to go. Number 15, Matt Zilke. He scores to make it a 2-1 game. Matt Zilke, number 15, on the board as the Royals break through. It's a 2-1 game here with 6:30 to go. Oh, don't go anywhere, folks. Hutchison holds it, and we'll have a face-off in the Seaforth end. Oh, boy. You know what I'm thinking? Oh, I won't. I want it to happen. Let's go. No work tomorrow. Be here all night. Back to the line. Here's a shot off a body in front. This is going to be picked up by Nash. He'll play it up the boards to Bogdan. Bogdan took a hit, and it'll be skated back in here. Now it's out, and Seaforth giving chase in the corner. Fanjoy was there in defense of that. Now it's in the middle of the heater. He couldn't get a shot away. He'll play it back to the line. There's a shot from Seaforth. It's intercepted though by Tavistock, but fired in by the Centenaires. 5:50 now to play in a 2-1 game. Sauter, he'll play it ahead, tipped in. Capicato, in deep into the Seaforth end here as they organize. Casey plays it ahead, intercepted by the Royals. Back into the Royals zone here. Up ahead, tipped in. Seaforth back to get it. Casey throws it around. Picked up by Chisholm. He throws it out of the zone. At center, they battle for it. Can be picked up here and dumped in by Seaforth. Chisholm in the corner, played it into the middle. It was intercepted though. Now here comes Tavistock the other way. They cross center. Dump it in, they'll go in after it. Played here by the Royals. Shot toward the net, hit a stick, it banged up in the air. It'll still be picked up here as Keenapple has it. He'll shoot. That goes off a body and out. Keenapple and Bolgan out there for Tavistock for those chances. 4:33 to go. Face off here to the right of Hutchison. One back. Here's a shot. Good save, Hutchison, and he deflects it out. Solid chance there from Andrew Van Boekel, number 89. Sean Leslie of Tavistock in to take this face-off. There it is. They drop the puck. Seaforth able to gain it, and they get it to the line and out. Hall with the hit on Daigle, and back to get it is Tavistock here. Leslie leaves, and it's across. Van Boekel into the middle, deflected in. Royals going to give chase. Westlake puts for Leslie. Centering pass. Nobody home for Tavistock, and it's deflected away. Here comes Seaforth, under 4 to play. Here's a blast, and it's off a stick and out of play. 3:55 now. Clock is the biggest enemy for the Royals here in Game 7 as they trail 2-1 to Seaforth. Face off deep in the Tavistock zone here as the Royals come up with it. Comes around to Krisner. He fell, but he able to get the puck out. Casey plays it in. It's tipped in, so no icing. Fanjoy back to get it for Tavistock. Up the boards, good play. Into the middle now. Krisner had to go off his skate. Now it's played out. Bogdan gonna turn and bring it into the Royals zone. Goes wide. Fanned on it though, and Masters has it. That would have been a good move if he would have gotten all of it. Tavistock turns and fires it out, and Charlie Rankin will get it at his own blue line. This will be played ahead. Chisholm had it stripped away in some skates here as Fritz plays it center but no further. Cropfin across the line. Gives to Krisner. He turned and fired into some skates, and now a glove save from Hutchison. And he'll hang on. Down to 3:01 to go here in period 3. This is game 7 of the Paxton South semifinal. Winner gets the Elora Rocks in the South Conference final. That's off a skate and into the middle. To the line, kept in. Here's a shot, deflected wide. Tavistock with some pressure here as they look for the equalizer. Play back to the line. Here's a shot. Doesn't reach Hutchison, and Seaforth able to get it out, and it's going to have enough for icing. Face off to the left of Hutchison. We'll also have to watch the net of Andrew Masters as he's probably going to come out at some point. Volgan in his skates. He's able to get it back to the line. Shot in low. Royals can't come up with it, however. Fisher. Pressure by Volgan. Fisher trying to get it out. Hit his own teammate as it stays in. Now it's going to get out. And it'll be another icing call against Seaforth here. Hey, I just noticed the Seaforth defensive pair is Fisher-Price. That's funny. That's a classic dad joke, I'm sorry. When it's that obvious, you just have to mention it, you know? Oh, good. They brought in the cavalry.
You're late now. You're late. Come on, boys.
They brought in the big dogs. Back to the line, kept in by the Royals here. They continue to put on the pressure. 2 to go. Hutchison with a save, and he'll hold on. Everything to the net and try and get his stick on it. And Tavistock is going to call a timeout here with 2:02 to go, and they'll talk it over.
Timeout Johnson.
.202 to go. And Masters on the bench. So the extra attacker on. And Tavistock will go for the equalizer here. It's go time now. 6 skaters for Tavistock. They trail by 1. Face off, 1 back. It's going to come to Klopp. Shoot! Sticking out. Deflected away by Seaforth. Good chance there. Face-off will be to Hutchison's right. Shot around. This one takes a wicked hop and it stays in, and now it's going to come around the other way. Kept in by the Royals. Keenapple. Back to the line. Here's a blast off a body just wide. Controlled by Tavistock to the line. Keenapple across. Here's a shot off the side of the net. Rebound! Oh, and it's out. And it'll be shot around, no icing. So 1:22 to go. Played ahead, Keenapple. Almost lost it. Nash loses it. Price shoots. Scores! Sheldon Price into the empty net. And the Centenaires have a 3-1 lead. .114 now to go, and it's a 3-1 Centenaires lead. Masters back into the net there. And we're approaching the final minute of play. Puck deep here. They're going to pull Masters again, and well, he was going to come and then decided to come back, and now he's going to go to the bench again. So 40 seconds left, and we'll see if the Royals can't snag a couple here. And we get another whistle, I don't know why. Prisoner taking Rankin into the boards. And Jamie Huber just got hit with a right hand. Frustration's boiling over at this point. I don't think any penalties have been called. 34.5 to go, and Seaforth leads by 2. Faceoff's going to be outside the zone. Net's still empty. The extra attacker's still out there for Tavistock. Played up the ice in the center. Be thrown across here as Keenapple gathers it. He'll play it ahead.
Centenaires on Keenapple, score by number 27, Jonathan Brush.
Played to the line and out. Keenapple can't keep it in. Save. It'll be played in behind the net. Look out. Keenapple with the check at the buzzer here. And that will do it. The Seaforth Centenaires are victorious here in Game 7. And they win this South semifinal in 7 games, and they will play the Elora Rocks in the South Conference Final. What a game, what a night here in Seaforth. Hats off to the Tavistock Royals. Great season by them, and look for them to be real, real good next year. Just a really good group, really good individuals there, and they deserve full credit for how big they battled against top-seeded Seaforth. So Seaforth and Elora in the South Conference Final. Unbelievable stuff.
Hats off to the Tavistock Royals.
Indeed. Hats off to Tavistock. Just a great organization. They really made this a great series and deserve full credit.
We'll move on to the Ontario League Hockey League South Division Finals.
South Conference Final, Elora Rocks, Seaforth, Centenaires. Should be a dandy. Full credit. Both teams battled every night, and this series was really, really impressive. But ultimately, the Seaforth Centenaires prevailing in 7 games. And good to meet you. Good to see you, Dennis. All right. Oh, gotta love it.
But for those of you who are wanting to see more Centenaires action, the next round will be starting next weekend. I will say this repeatedly. Please stay tuned to social media for the schedule.
Good to see you.
It will be announced in the coming days.
Tremendous. This is a great series from both teams. And Seaforth Centenaires prevailing, and they move on to the South Conference Final, where they will take on the Elora Rocks. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a privilege to be able to bring you this Game 7 from Seaforth here tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. And we'll see you guys next time. So long from Seaforth.